Hey everyone, welcome to today's episode. I'm calling it an episode. We're talking about homes with character today, so I'm really excited. We actually went out and filmed these two homes. They definitely have character, especially the last one. So stay tuned to the end. We're going to take you inside of this home. The last part is the part, remember we went down in that cellar place? So
You did.
I did. You came at the end. I convinced her to come with me at the end. So I think when a lot of people reach out to us for moving here, a lot of times we zone into the classic neighborhoods of Wolf Ranch, Cordera, Sanctuary Point. I mean, I could go on, but there are also a good handful of clients who reach out and they're like, we don't want that.
We don't want cookie cutter. We don't like that's like fingernails on a chalkboard to them. They want something with character. And there's really different kinds of character. The two homes that we went to see, I think, are kind of eclectic. One of them is on a little bit of land downtown. They're very different. But we do have pockets throughout Colorado Springs where if somebody says, I don't want cookie cutter, I kind of zone into these areas
to see
what pops up.
About those areas a little bit, and then we'll get out and show you these two examples. I'm excited. The last one is kind of like, I would say it's kind of my dream home if I had money in my back pocket to flip it or to live in it. Like there's a lot, the template is kind of a blank template and you can make it pretty cool. So I'm excited about that one. But let's talk about areas. When someone reaches out to us, what are some areas that you would zone in on for character?
Well, and it's really a lot of questions that we ask when we jump on that phone call with them. So the first thing that pops to my mind is like Old Colorado City. But to me, if I have somebody who says they want character and we're looking Old Colorado City, that's like a 1900s home. Like a lot of those almost pull a Victorian, some can be a little bit more craftsman. There's even a couple that are more like that Spanish style flat roofs. But Old Colorado City is very eclectic that way, but you have to be okay with a little bit older home. And along with that, like some of them have had things redone. If they say, I want something open with character, that's going to be hard in that area because it's a lot of small little rooms. But if you have an appreciation for woodwork, appreciation for restoration or history, I would definitely zone into Old Colorado City and or the Old North End in Colorado Springs.
Old North End is pretty cool.
So that's just on the other side of I-25 instead of Old Colorado City is on the west side of I-25. If you hop over and just north of the downtown area, that's referred to as the Old North End, and there's some amazing homes down there. A lot of the bungalows that I love. In fact, I think we get to see one of these bungalows, but some of them will have like alleyways and detached garages. Some of them will be, over 5,000 square feet. Some will be under 1,200 square feet. It's very eclectic. Some will have the pillars in the front. There's just no two houses that look alike. It's a ton of character in the Old North End. And the lifestyle down there is more like hiking and biking on that Santa Fe Trail. It's very outdoorsy still. You're real close to downtown to restaurants and happenings and all of the kind of, I guess, nightlife that Colorado Springs has to offer.
Yeah. We were just looking at homes for a client, and Kaylee was showing me one downtown, and I always have this internal dialogue in my head of where I want to live, in my future years. After my kids are gone in Old North End, I'm always like, maybe don't want to do that much work, but then I saw the house you showed me. I'm like, that's pretty cute.
There's some good inventory
and
right now.
I could walk to, different like breweries and coffee shops and restaurants, and so there'd be a lot of perks of living in that area as well. So I do think you have like the older homes in the Old North End, Old Colorado City. We just released our Manitou Springs driving tour, so you can see some of those homes.
Yeah,
definitely homes with character there that we've seen. But those homes are going to be in the 1900s, early mid 1900s.
In Manitou.
But I can say both of them kind of-ish.
Kind of.
But there also is different areas I can think about that is
like over by Ute Valley Park.
Ute Valley Park, or even that area that's just north of or south of Garden of the Gods. Pulpit Rock's a good one.
Pulpit Rock, I still to this day remember it was at the very, very beginning of COVID. I was out seeing homes.
Mid-century.
It was like literally the only mid-century home that I've truly seen like done.
I remember you talked about that.
To perfection. It was amazing.
Really left a mark.
And what I think what it was too, it was not only the home but the setting that it was in. Like it was one of those unique like big trees. You still had somewhat of a flat yard. Views, I would say, is more just like that treed Colorado feel, but you're literally on the backside of Pulpit Rock.
Yeah.
But if I'm looking at homes with character, I'm also looking in that area.
So there's a few different pockets throughout.
And those homes are more like 70s, 80s.
Yeah.
So if you don't want to deal with a 1900s home, that's another area. Now, sometimes character can also mean, and it's kind of that like reading the client and asking lots of questions. Sometimes when they want character, they really just want like a home from 1990s. Or like we had that one client that really wanted that 80s home. I was like, what is an 80s home?
They bought over by Ute Valley, didn't they?
No, they're actually in like an older end of Briargate, who I was thinking about.
Anyways, but we're gonna
There's
get out,
areas.
There's areas. So we're gonna get out and show you the first one today. 550.
The one with pink is what you're talking about. It's still listed.
Yeah.
I just looked, and it's listed at $550,000. What's unique to me about this and why it popped up in a search? I was looking for something like a half an acre or more, and it literally there was only 2 properties near that downtown area, and this happened to be one of them. So if you really think about it, this house not only has character from the inside, outside, but also the land and the space and the setting that it sits on.
No HOA, and what I love about it is it's close to Patty Jewett golf course. I'm not a huge golfer, but I do like to play 6 holes. I was telling my husband, I'm good for 6 holes.
There's a lot of social aspects to Patty Jewett.
It's super cute, little like quaint little golf area and public course. Easier course. It's actually one of the most played golf courses.
Big trees
here in Colorado.
Like you can walk down that road into there.
I could live there.
Yeah.
So let's go take a look at this first option. Then we're gonna come back and tell you about the second option, which is very interesting.
So homes with character. Look at how tall these are. Come stand by these so you guys can see. Keelan, come show them how tall these grasses are. I want those in my front yard. I'm not quite sure where I'd put them, but I actually kind of match them. So we're downtown, we're right next to, I told Keelan I would totally live here. That's Patty Jewett right there. Cute little golf course. I would love to live in this area. So,
well, you're close to downtown. You would be walking around down here. This teal theme they've brought throughout the whole house.
There's little pink pops too, which I absolutely love. So they did a really good job in this house. 550, 4-bed, 3-bathroom, 2,000 square feet, built in 1955. Andrew Bogalski, I don't know how to say that. Keelan and I have been going back and forth. Bojalski,
something like that.
On Rock Realty. So we're going to show you the inside of this one today.
All right.
I have never seen a door like that. I would never think to paint it like that.
It's
so
really
cute.
Oh, here we go. So they've done a good job though with this age of home. I think bringing it up to the like modern standards. Like you have a good sized living area. There's a secondary living downstairs. You still have a good sized dining right here and lots of counter space in the remodeled kitchen. I don't know if you can tell from the video, but there are small vaults. It probably goes up to 10 feet, a little beam that runs across. And then when you go into the kitchen, because it's still that open concept, like kitchen, living, dining, right here, but they've upgraded. They have a really nice, it's called an avalanche granite.
She knows her countertops. I always have to ask her.
And then they did a hexagon backsplash. There's peak views out the back until those trees bloom.
Until the leaves come. People always forget that part.
And then this flooring almost looks like a slate or like a concrete.
Feel, I was gonna say.
And they have added in like a cute little pantry,
which is nice.
Here. So you can go that way to go out the
We'll take you out there in a minute.
house. But over here, so on the main floor, there's 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. And they've kept the teal throughout.
So the bedrooms are smaller in here. I would say maybe a queen in here.
Yeah, great for an office.
Yeah. Well, downstairs are small too. So same flooring throughout here. Really cute job. Nice job.
And check out the little linen closet.
Little teal pops there as well. They painted those, as you can see.
Wait till you see this next bathroom.
Okay, I haven't seen it about the next one. You told me about it.
So primary room has 2 closets.
Which is nice for the size of the house. Actually, this age of house too. Well, it's a 2, so.
Probably not any more than a queen size bed in here though.
It would be tight.
But you do have the vault, so it helps with that feel.
Yeah.
And then I think they've taken some of the room from here for this nice size bathroom.
That wall.
And I don't know, it's like, that's vaulted too. I don't know if you can
It's like
tell.
a hotel, like modern feel.
It's so cute.
Really nice.
And I love the teal tile.
I know, and I love
And the lighting.
They tiled the ceiling part too, which sometimes they forget. All right, let's show you guys the downstairs, and the outside is also amazing. I've just learned as well. Look at that cute little. You can see that chandelier. Make you guys look
I'll turn on
dizzy.
lights. So they've even redone the laundry. There's some nice windows in this laundry room. This is like kind of a drop zone. You can put a chair for reading or a desk.
I do like they did laundry. Let's forget about laundry and when they got a home. Big laundry room though too.
Mm-hmm. So a nice sized bathroom.
That's a good size.
It leads into a little bit smaller bedroom.
That's why I'm saying down here you could maybe fit a double full.
Maybe. It's pretty
a little
small.
tight. Same with this one too. It's
Twin bed or a day bed thing. But then you do get a nice sized living area for a secondary.
yeah.
They've upgraded the lighting down here and done some recessed.
Some extra storage over here, I think. And on an age of home like this, it's always important to look at regional. Roof was newer, furnace was 2019, water heater is in a year or two, so a lot of the major things you might have to worry about have been done. Let's go take a look at the outside. Car garage on here.
But they do have a shed in the back. It is cute.
That brick is almost looks fake when it's from here.
Well, and they did a good job. Like they brought you out onto a concrete patio.
Concrete patio.
This patio feels so good to sit out here. Look at even the concrete stamped. It's like,
Well, there's a school right there. Your kids could walk to school. And little twin bedrooms, but little storage area there.
nice size.
Drawback, like we said, is the power lines, which you see a lot in these downtown areas.
Yeah.
But a big backyard, you could do gardening back here.
Well, I was gonna say you can do detached space if you want, or just a big shed, but a large yard.
Yeah, good privacy.
Lots
I
of
would say.
gardening.
AC. I see AC, which
Yep.
is a nice addition as well.
Yep.
It's a really good option. I have one more to show you for homes of character here in the area. Let's take a look. So that was option number one that we went out and showed you. So could you live there?
I know you really like it.
Well, I guess it wouldn't be my forever home. I do like the location.
I could see myself enjoying aspects of it down there. I do like the land.
I could see when I first got married, I really enjoying that.
I'm not like in love with it.
Yeah,
like
no,
to me, houses with character, I have to be in love with it. And it doesn't necessarily even have to be the finishes. I have to see like the vision.
So the second
of
one,
it.
I think I could have a vision. I would want
Yes.
to open up a little bit more if I
I
could.
agree.
Get some like architectural people out there to look at
Well,
it.
and you'd have to have quite the budget.
You'd have to
to
have
take
quite
it
the
on.
budget to take this one on. But
I
it's
agree with
actually
you.
just sold for $580.
Yeah, so when we went and looked at this home, it was listed at $625,000. Even at that, I was like, I think that's kind of a good deal down here because we're going to the Old North End, and you easily see homes that are, 1.4, 1.5, all the way up to several $1 million. And the hard thing is deciding where that top end for this particular home would be, but it's right off of Nevada.
Oh, I could walk to my goat patch.
And so I'm like, well, I bet you could like dump really a good amount of money in there and be able to get it back. But the vision is there
I'd be
for
most
this
excited
property.
about that, the loft area. I could
Mhm.
see that being really like pottery
that-
barn cute.
The backyard, I like
I don't
alleyways.
love the backyard as much.
Well, we couldn't go through the house, but
Yeah.
there's an alleyway and a detached garage. But
She wouldn't even go in the basement with me, but the basement,
I did not
I
like
think
the
has
basement.
like that back stone wall is, I think it has so
Yeah.
much potential
What
to be
did
like
you say you were gonna do
I
there?
wanted to make it to like
Like a
I don't
wine
really-
cellar.
like a wine cellar or like a
Mhm.
you could do like a poker, not that I really play poker, but like you could make that pretty cute and
What
like
do they call those? Like a
old-fashioned.
speakeasy
Yeah,
looking.
I think you could do that.
Okay.
That's
Well,
what I
let's go take them to this. One thing I did like was the
history of the tile, and I appreciated that the
yeah.
listing agent noted that in there because I would try to keep
Some
that.
Colorado history in there.
Yep. So let's go take a look at our, we'll call it our vision property.
Vision project.
Homes with Character 2.0. We're in the Old North End, right here off of Nevada. Walking distance to breweries by Ryan DC and Keller Williams Client's Choice.
So
It's Kayleen's bungalow.
I like bungalows. This one is super interesting. So it's 1905. Lots of original stuff in here, but really good bones. Like if you want a house with character, project that you know, somebody who has a love for historic things, there's actually really good bones, and like
make this patio area pretty cute.
It's pretty cool.
I'm excited to see
Pikes
this one.
Peak views out the front.
Yep, I like that.
So you actually have an entryway.
Which is nice.
That
must be a little coat closet then.
Yeah, there's a coat closet right here. And then this tile it's called Van Briggle tile, and Lori was telling me it was a pottery shop for Colorado Springs, but it's worth some money.
Inside that fireplace.
So look, I was trying to figure this out. Look how amazing this fireplace is. Real wood fireplace. And it's cast iron.
And
Well, actually, I don't know if it's really cast iron, but
check out this orange carpet. You're gonna see this throughout, which
I would rip it up. I'm sure there's
I know
hardwoods
Kaylee
under
said
here.
she's sure there's hardwood underneath here.
So the detail though, like look at all the trim.
Stencil, you could just go over that if you wanted to.
And even though it's an older home, like the spaces all work for how people want to live today. Like it's a really nice size dining room. I like how they showed you could still have a sitting area. I think that's a great idea. And then the kitchen needs a little work, not gonna lie, but it's kind of cool. Like you even have a little bit of a pantry or a butler pantry right here. So this I think could use some work, but I think I would almost take this away and just make it a big kitchen. Yeah, some cool lighting, and like this is one of those homes that I would take like some of the hardwares of the door and whatnot. There's a sunroom on the back. I can't open that back door. And a detached space, but this we'll save to the end.
You're gonna go down there?
Creepy.
I'll show you down there. Kaylee is trying not to show you down there.
No.
Down there.
Keep it shut.
Okay.
And then over here is 3 bedrooms and a bathroom. But check out even the trim.
Look at that cute. This is like a little girl's dream closet. It's like a teeny door.
Well, and what? I bet these are 10-foot ceilings, I bet.
Tall. Yeah.
And then that trim is probably 6 to 8 inches
On the bottom.
on the bottom.
Yep. I do love that this is a newer orange carpet. They're staying with the orange.
They need to just get rid of the carpet. So then there's another bedroom. It does have access to the outside. Like if you had an office, a work from home office, and people came, like you have an exterior door. Yeah, look at those. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
And now, I don't know about this bathroom
Let's
per se.
It's got a yellow toilet. That's gonna be amazing. Oh, and a yellow tub.
Oh yeah, and I'll save the last,
Okay.
the best for last with that.
All right, give us the last piece.
This
This is the only
look
bathroom. This is the only bathroom in the house.
Oh, you're right.
You might want to buy one. Oh, that's
Heat lamp.
real fancy. Real fancy.
You're right. All right, so this was kind of creepy, but not near as creepy as that
I
basement.
love this area. I cheated and showed.
Look.
Look at the textured wallpaper. I love that. I'm not quite sure how I feel about this little doorway. I'm not sure it's in there. That does kind of.
I would put like a little safe or something, or just hide my junk.
Yep. Orange transitions to shag.
So I think what I would do, they have it as 2 more bedrooms.
I love this area. You could make this real Pottery Barn cute real quick.
Isn't it so cute? The roof lines. I would make this back section a secondary bathroom.
You get rid of the shag green carpet?
I think I would. Put a little clawfoot tub. A nice.
That sponge painting? Is that sponge?
No, that's a wallpaper.
It is? No? Oh, yeah, it is wallpaper.
That's a wallpaper. But look at the trim details. Like even on these corners, like it's super cool. You
So
could
make
do
this
2
into a bathroom
sinks.
though if you wanted to. Yeah.
I would do a bathtub.
We had
and
a
a
client
storeroom.
that did that recently.
And then I'd
too.
keep this as an office or a bedroom. I think it's amazing.
Yeah.
There's Pikes Peak views. Look at
Yep,
the roof
big
line.
too. I know, I do like that. And then it does have a closet here too, a little closet. Cute
So
option.
for $625, I mean, I think it's a pretty good buy.
Great location on North
down
End,
here.
too. All right, we're going into the basement, Kaylee.
Okay.
See it with me.
Lots of character.
Lots of character. I like homes with character day. We're going down.
I think I'll wait here for you.
Oh, you're not very brave. This is where my wine cellar is going to be, Kayleen.
Okay.
Yes, and it has these stone walls. This is perfect.
What?
Yes.
All right, maybe I'll come down.
Check. That is beautiful. This would be a great
I just had to
wine
see
cellar.
if you got eaten.
Don't know about that door.
No, thank you.
I'm going to do it. I don't know what this is. What's that? Do you know what that is?
No idea.
It's coming off like a water supply. or
Don't touch
something.
anything.
All right, I'm looking in here.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, it's a Dorothy. It takes you to the outside.
What?
That's like what Dorothy ran in when
So
she
this
was...
is like a cellar
Yeah.
then.
Well, you
So
have a
this
house.
is foundation wall.
Yeah.
This actually would be the perfect wine cellar.
But newer furnace, newer.
Yeah, the furnace
water
was
heater.
2021. Roof was 2012.
Like think about a wine cellar, whiskey room, poker room. Not that I really play poker, but I could see you could make this cute. That between that upstairs room and down here, you could get real creative.
I mean, I do think this floor plan works, and you could really, I'm not going to say just cosmetic, because I'm sure there's things behind the walls you just
don't
have
know.
to be prepared
Have to
for.
have a good inspection.
But
on
you
this.
do your due diligence, and the floor plan works for today's standards. I like it.
Oh, another secret one. This one's real secret door because you cannot open it. So I made Kayleen go in the basement with me. You did it, and you
It was
magic
okay.
in.
It wasn't as bad.
There are some homes like that though. Like when we talk about basements here in Colorado, for the most part, like in newer homes, they're like 9-foot ceilings and they have a walkout. They don't even look like a basement. We do have homes here that do have a traditional basement, and that's where I think they get
They're
their
kinda
scary
creepy.
names from it. That was our Dorothy.
Well,
house.
and with that being said, I think it would be fun real quick to maybe run through one of our clients that we've been showing houses to. He had actually gave us an idea. He said, I would be interested in some of the crazy things that you've seen
yeah.
showing houses. So maybe let's run through like
Okay,
4 or 5
yeah.
things that we stand out in our mind that we've seen and we're like, what the heck? I remember, because we usually, when we see one of those, we call each other. We're like, check this out. And you called me and you
I have good
said,
ones.
you said, I saw a house with a pirate ship in the backyard.
Yep.
Do you remember that?
I do kind of remember that one. The ones that really stand
It
out
was
to
like
me,
a full pirate ship.
Do you remember when you made me go down to like Pueblo and I went to that like lady who's like listing buying, and the whole house was pink? Like I wish I'm sure I don't even. I know I
Pink,
sent
pink.
It was pink.
She took pictures
Everything
and
was
sent it to
pink.
me.
Like old fashioned, like the walls, the carpet, the furniture. It was like the whole house was pink. It was amazing.
Oh, that reminded me, because it was around that same time frame we went to a listing appointment just down south here, and everything was
black.
chrome.
I don't remember
All the trim around the doors, all the baseboards, it was painted, like spray painted chrome. And that whole front room was like filled with like silver chromy trinkets in all these cases. And I was like, I don't know how we
Remember
staged
one I
that
went to
one.
when we first started, and we were in the basement, and they had like a cart or like an end table like strung up and hanging from the ceiling, and I'm like,
Oh, for the cats.
was it for the cat?
Like
I
you
was like,
said,
what is the point?
it was
I
like-
couldn't think of why there was like furniture hanging from the ceiling, but I guess that was what they did.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen some pretty crazy
I've
things.
seen sinks built into the top of toilets, and I'm like, doesn't really seem that clean to me, but maybe it is.
And those are all things like sometimes even a picture doesn't show, but I always like, I remember your pirate ship one, and I went back and I read
remember
the
that
agent
one.
remarks, and they were like, seller will not disassemble the pirate ship in the back. So really you have to have a buyer willing to take that on, or who really appreciates that unique attribute to that property.
we just got a listing on a contract, and it had like a secret door. I didn't see it. You saw it. I
Yeah.
think that's kind of fun.
It was
I
kinda
always kind
cool.
of want a house with a secret door. I'm not sure what I do with it, but
Well,
I think
it
it's
looked
kinda
like a bookshelf case, because I was like, where's the other bedroom? And Kayla was like, this is my favorite part. She went
As a
over to that
kid?
bookcase and pushed it, and sure enough, it opened to the primary suite, which was kind of cool.
I don't know if a primary suite, but as a kid, I think it'd be kind of cool.
Also, character can also mean to me, like the house that you showed maybe I don't know, 2 weekends ago, and it was out in Peyton, and the house itself was just kind of like basic, but it sat on several acres, and it had a detached garage that was a shop.
This is a cool house.
And it was like a total of like 6 garages, but then you said the property was pristine and the settings, so
updates,
that
but it
could
was
also
nice.
mean character, not necessarily like who comes
I
to
told
us and
Kaylee
says
about that
they
one,
want
too.
a pirate ship in their backyard. Nobody says
Not
that.
very many. If
No.
you want one, you give us a call. But
You can try.
I do think that one
Pools.
was way underpriced.
We've had some people that want pools. Those are really hard to find here.
I've only seen one house with a pool.
Like with a pool.
Yeah.
But we're really good about like listening to what you want, making suggestions. Lori and I, that's part of our day is we go into the MLS and we look at new listings, and I'm always asking myself, who do we have? When I see a good one, I'm like, who do we have that could fit this property? And we're conversating back and forth.
That was $700. That one. If you
Which
wanted
one?
Cute downtown. The one you just showed me.
$699. And there's another good one on the market right now up near like Woodman and I-25 on 2.5 acres, and
both
it's
side
really
things?
redone.
That sits on the west?
$725.
Okay.
Yeah, behind like Home Depot kind of over there. 2.5 acres.
Behind Home Depot.
There's a little section.
Interesting.
It's pretty cute.
Yeah, interesting. There also was one I sent to another client that sits on that ridge up by Pine Creek. It had gorgeous views. Like if you had a vision to redo that one, that's it's right in the heart of town. When some like I think it was like 1-2 acres. Cool option.
Well, that's what I mean. That's really I kind of like the fun part of our job. We get a house shop every single day, and that's why it's important to like start the conversation with us. Let us know what you're looking for. We're very
Especially if you want
realistic.
a unique
We'll let
property.
you know like that may come up. That may take a year to come up. You found one. Somebody wants to be within walking distance of the Cheyenne Mountain Zoo, but only a certain square footage.
Yeah, I know.
And we've sent over several listings, and it's like, oh, too much square footage. And eventually the one popped up that really meets a lot of criteria. And so if we know what's on your radar, what you're looking for, believe me, we keep track of you and we try to like follow up. And if there's a good fit, we'll send it your way. So
sounds kind of creepy a little bit, but
that's our job.
we care about you. But we could obviously talk about homes with character and homes we've seen for a long time. But we do love our job. We have a new relocation guide that we just put together. It's 50 pages.
She
It has
did a very
school
good job.
information. It has neighborhoods. It has an interactive map we can send you where you click on the neighborhoods and you can see it. It takes you to a video of that. It's 50 pages all about relocating and moving here. So look below on that link. You can see that link and you just kind of put your information in and it's an immediate download. So do that. That's a great resource.
What I loved about that is Lori broke down all the neighborhoods, like East neighborhoods, and then she focused on a specific neighborhood, and then she even gave you video tutorials of the neighborhoods
School
themselves.
districts that reside
Super
there.
cool.
My favorite word.
In addition to like all the other favorites of Colorado Springs, what was top voted restaurants by our Facebook group, what we like to recommend.
Hikes, parks,
Anything
schools.
from our climate to favorite hikes.
So much information.
Schools. So really good resource. Lori is offering it at like just as easy as a click from down below. The only thing we ask is that if you're finding these things helpful, make sure and give us a thumbs up, and we'd really love it if you would just subscribe to our channel, because we're really trying to provide as much valuable information to you who are looking at moving to the Colorado Springs area that we love so much. And so we hope you find this very helpful.
And reach out to us if you're moving here. We'd love to help you guys make that move. So for now, we're out from Colorado.